That he never left the opposition and is now the face of the Odinga resistance from inside Jubilee. Gunjiri Wambugo. Welcome to Punchline.
Thank you, Anne. How are you?
I'm very good, thank you. Let's start with what's going on in the Jubilee Party and the obvious split that has been playing out for months now. What do you make of the state of the party, and will Jubilee make it to 2022?
Thank you, Anne. I think the first thing is, will Jubilee make it to 2022? It will depend entirely on how both teams play this thing out. Why are we having a split? Because we have one team that is busy campaigning for the deputy president for 2022, and we have one team that is saying we have a president right now. So,
among other things it is saying? Actually,
primarily, that's all it's saying. The argument from our side of the divide is we have a president, we have 3 years to go, and before we talk about what's going to happen in 2022, we need to get stuff done now so that we have something to sell in 2022.
So when you say it is dependent on how both teams play, I mean, you seem to be acknowledging that there is the real risk that this party will not make it. What do you think would be this final straw, if you like? A lot of things have already happened. You have, a party primary happening and members of Jubilee saying they're going to support an ODM candidate. You have Jubilee fighting Jubilee in central Kenya, as we saw earlier in the polls. So it seems like a foregone conclusion that the end is already nigh.
The end is not necessarily nigh. I think what's happening right now, we have a jostling for space. There is this feeling within some quarters that the president is a lame duck, that the party leadership is no longer interested in the future of the party, which I think is extremely wrong. We've got some of my colleagues, I mean, I would be very candid to say, I think the deputy president and his allies are focused more on what's going to happen in 2022 and post Kenyatta than they are on what is happening right now. And the reason why Jubilee will either succeed or fail, you see, first and foremost, there's a party, and then there's a perception of the party. Right now, the perception of the party is that Jubilee is Uhuru Kenyatta and William Ruto. If they split, then even if one of them goes with Jubilee, the feeling would be like Jubilee has failed. So when I'm talking about Jubilee failing, it is the current structure of Jubilee as it is, where we have the party leader being Uhuru Kenyatta, deputy party leader being William Ruto. Are they going to last up to 2022? I actually think it depends entirely on William Ruto and how he's going to behave over the next 3 years.
And by his behavior, what do you mean? Is it wrong for William Ruto to say that he has ambitions and that he can talk about his ambitions and serve the administration at the same time?
It is. When the president who you